That's hilarious. I'm sorry, guys. I got a phone call. I want to pull a fairy card for you also. So, what do the fairies want you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, to know that would be of their highest and best good? Cool. Ooh, Epona's wild daughter. Epona's wild daughter. I know you. Trying to get like a clear. She's beautiful, huh? Absolutely beautiful. Number 54, which equals a 9. So that's maybe, ending cycles here, like we see. We're going to read right from the book. My fairies. Oh, thank God I got introduced to this. It makes me feel so much better. So, Epona's wild daughter. Love this. Very on point here. Inner shadows, nightmare, depression, madness, growth. What did we say? Ending toxic things, looking at our shadows to birth beauty and success. In the bleakest part of the night, Dorcha comes, wearing her crown of fairy stars. She kneels on the ancient owl, bearer of the hidden wisdom of the night, and facing into the past with a clear, unflinching gaze. She holds us. We are held immobile, inwardly focused by her comforting yet implicable, light-filled hands. She asks riddles that often seem impossible to answer at first, and yet she will not let us go until we find the solutions within ourselves. She is one of the great teachers of fairy, but her method of teaching makes Socrates' questions look like child's play. We must expect this of Dorcha because her lessons are about the shadow side of ourselves, the things we fear, our insecurities, self-doubts, and denials. She is a practitioner of tough love therapy. Dorcha is the wild daughter of Epona, lady of the horse and the moon, and she takes us through the dark, hidden side of ourselves and into healing and fulfillment. From the temporary madness of rage, premenstrual tension, or great stress to the deeper and longer psychosis, she drives us on through the journey, through our internal hells. I just reposted something on my Instagram about this. It's very synchronization. Whew. I'm also, Cancer, Pisces, so the message here is resonating. When we complete the journey, we are transfigured and transformed, transcending our old selves. We can never be frightened by that darkness again, whether our own or that of others. But until that journey is fully complete, we exist in a state of vulnerability, which is where most of us are most of the time. Notice, please, that it is she and her, not her more gentle sister, Leste, who wears the crown of stars, a mark of service, compassion, and great wisdom. Dorcha's element is moonlight, the fifth element, which tempers and tests the spirit. Through her teaching, our inner conflicts and struggles become, as they are resolved, our greatest strengths. Epona's wild daughter, Dorcha, is the Sphinx, whose riddles must be answered lest we otherwise be destroyed by our own internal conflicts. Dorcha reminds us that we cannot go forward until we have faced something buried within us that is holding us back. Her presence in a reading tells us that finding and working through this is a task of some urgency. We can expect help in this form from other people, from the fairies, and from our dreams, but we must be open to these difficult questions and answers, and be ready to face things about ourselves that are not as we would wish them to be. She urges us to heal the unresolved issues about who we really are and what we truly want to be. This is part of the required course in Self-Transformation 101 that we are all enrolled in here on planet Earth. The answer to her riddles often come in a sudden burst of enlightenment, like the solution to a Zen koan. We may watch a leaf fall or catch a glimpse of the tiny silver of the new moon in the sky and suddenly be hit by the answer. Before that happens, we usually work long and hard upon the question, searching and digging for an answer. The realization, when we really have it, will be transformative. We will no longer be the people that we once were. You don't like this interpretation? Well, I have been telling you all along that we, you and I, and everyone else will all receive varying messages from the fairies of these cards. Yours may well differ from mine. Ask Dorcha what message she has for you, and don't be surprised if her answer is another question or riddle. She and I both wish you well in solving with all of our hearts. So what did we say? Divine inspiration, thought. Oh, this is just so much fun. Ending, looking at your shadow side, looking at the side that makes you uncomfortable about yourself, right? And cutting off some toxicity within yourself. Blessings, much love. Take care. Water signs.